All right, we are back. Sitting here muted, talking along. But we're back. We're back. Been working on something here, man, as far as an email scraper, right? So it's actually two parts. We're getting right into it. But it's something that I've been working on that's been super, super cool, man. And that's just being able to actually scrape emails from different businesses, and then we send them an email, right, offering your service. And you can do this for other businesses, right? That's the big thing, right? You can do this for your business, but you can do this for other businesses as well. So that's what we're getting into. So I've been putting together a system. We've already started doing some email campaigning and just testing everything out, seeing how it works. So far it's been pretty cool though. So we're going to be scraping some emails here. I'm actually hitting a new niche today, actually. I'll show you up here. And this is just a Python script that's actually going out and it's actually scraping actual business emails, right? Business emails, that's what you want. You want B2B, right? That's what everybody's saying, B2B. So we're trying it out. All right, so let's take a look. Let's go ahead and get to scraping. Let's go ahead and get it. So I already actually have a list of about 250 businesses that we're going to be looking to partner up with. All right, different software companies. All right, and like I say, you can do this for any niche, any business. So we're going to see how this first script actually works. I want to see this thing working in action again. I did a few revised versions here, and I had a fourth one, but the list isn't actually making, so we're actually starting over with the third one. I believe this was the last version that actually worked for us. And then so it'll go, some websites actually be blocking the actual request, which is okay, right? With 250 businesses, we'll still be able to start pulling emails. And as you can see, we've already pulled our first 2. And this is all automatic, right? You could have this going automatically, right? Any niche, any of them, right? Every business needs this, man, right? And that's what I'm starting to see, right? It's bigger than just like, you know, like just all of this AI and people making funny videos. You could actually be using this stuff to accelerate your business, any business, all right? So a few things I've been testing out actually here. I want to start running ads as well, but we're actually getting some, getting our accounts back up in there. Alright, so far we've got a few emails. Now this is going to be going on in the background, right? But like I said, this is a 2-part script, 2 parts Python script. So Python is actually being used to actually pull the actual businesses that we want to have. And I have that scraper as, it's basically to where I could select a niche, right? I could select the actual business type, and then I could select the city or state, city and state, right? So we kind of target and, you know, kind of spot target, which is actually cool. So I'm actually playing around with that. So then we take that and then we actually start building our email list. So let me show you the actual, and you can get access to that. I'm gonna be actually putting together some free tools as well. I'm gonna actually be giving this scraper out actually. Definitely be sure to check out the site iquantumdigital.com. Get on the list. That's where I'm gonna be actually keeping the community updated with everything that we do. But this is the actual first scraper here. Well, it's actually the 3rd version of the first scraper. Alright. But and then as you can see, we're actually pulling the emails. So this is actually pulling legit business emails from 250 businesses right now, which is cool, man. Alright, so this is the list of businesses I just actually pulled. Alright, and this list probably cost me, let me see exactly how much it cost me, which is crazy, man. Let's see. It wasn't much at all though. Not much at all. Right? You could actually pull a list of a specific targeted list, right? That's the big thing, right? There's more targeting you could do. I'm actually working on seeing how I could actually start pulling in the actual business data, right? And then you could kind of further kind of niche down, or you know, select it differently. And that's coming, right? But right now we're just doing city and state, and then the niche type, which is great, right? You start blasting out, or you know, sending out 200 emails, right, a day, you'll definitely start getting something. All right. So we're actually pulling emails right now. It's actually automatically scraping those. But I want to see how much it's costing me to actually pull the list. And this will work anywhere, right? Anywhere, right? As long as it has a business website, right? Have a business website, then you could pretty much scrape their deals, right? And you could put any list in there. So that's what I've done. I've just pretty much put a list together, and then we're scraping through each of these websites and finding their business emails. I mean, super cool, man. All right. And right now I have it set at a slower rate, It's at a slower rate, so we could actually not worry about being our IPs being triggered, things like that. All right, so I want to look at the Google Cloud. Let's see how much this costs so far. Alright, so we want to go into the API section. Actually, we're in the wrong account. Wrong account. Still pulling emails here, right? And you can literally take these emails. You'll see it'll be a list compiled CSV file. Then you can go in there and literally, once you verify the emails, that's the next portion, right? You verify the emails and then you pretty much are good to go. Few different verification, email verifications systems you can use, right? Mailgun says it has a free email verification. Let me see what that's about. And it's still pulling. It's just literally going through each of the websites and pulling each of their deals. So many tools, man, especially the more you start using AI, right? Artificial intelligence and things like that, you'll be able to make more tools, specific tools. You can make tools for different businesses. That's really, I'm thinking, where this is going, right? To where you could kind of see a business needs and then build specific tools, right? And you could hit them all up through email, right? So there's many different email platforms. I'm actually working on my own email software as well. So pretty much I've been using it. Few things I need to tweak though, right? I still need to tweak a few things. Still need to tweak a few things. I guess my internet is just gonna, looks like it's lagging. Let's see if I start. And it's literally, it's maybe lagging since it's actually, pulling, right? It's actually working right now. So it's actually just scraping each of these websites. All right, it's going directly to their pages, and then it's actually searching through the different pages looking for emails. All right, then we'll take those batch of emails, then we'll send them through our verification. And that's what I'm actually checking for now, is actually a good verifier. I have one built into the email system I've been using, which is still solid. It's still good, right? But I still want to use another just to see. They're charging 5 cents per verification. I hate when they tell you it's free and then you get on there and it's not. Email, yep, 5 cents per email. Of course, it'll probably get cheaper once you do them in bulk, right? Do them in bulk, get more, or get them for cheaper. Yeah, the way it's going, man, I mean, there's so many different tools you could use. Matter of fact, I just thought of something here. There's so many different tools, man. People are literally needing tools every day, right? And I believe if you could prompt correctly and long enough, depending on what you're using, which AI you're using, I mean, you could pretty much come up with anything, right? And email marketing is just really it's a marketing channel that just never seems to change, right? Everybody uses email, right? And you need email for pretty much everything, right? You sign up anywhere, you're gonna need an email. So email is a great foundation to really build upon, right? Owning your list, owning your email list, right? And that's for any company. Any company that sells anything needs email campaigns, right? They're needing email campaigns, they're needing things like that done. So I'm actually going to be doing a few things here. Log in. I wonder if I have an account here. And right now it's still pulling, right? So like I said, I have approximately 238 businesses in this niche. All right, all of these. Now, another thing I'm thinking of doing as well is contacting the ones I'm seeing that don't have, and it didn't give me that list, the list of the ones with no website, right? But contacting those businesses and also reaching out to them on the phone and seeing if they need a website, because really in today's age, if you have a Google profile and you don't have a website, you either didn't put it on there or you don't actually have a good website, right? And so you could offer those businesses, instead of matter of fact, that's the whole business model. Let me see if I have that. I'm gonna actually start doing that as well, because it's like that's a whole nother service and anybody could do it, and it works anywhere. It works anywhere. So it'll be a folder like here. Well, that's no emails found. It'll be, let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Because that's the email and then the Google Places here. And that's where we're scraping the businesses, right? Google Places, right? Which is their API, right? So if you can get that API, then you want to start building this thing out to scrape the emails, right? And you could do that with Python. Python will do all of that for you. So we're still scraping. Look, well, just from one website, 3 emails. So that's 3 points of contacts right there, right? And then you put these on campaigns and start slowly emailing them, right? You send a few of them a day, right? 10 a day. Now that's where you start having multiple inboxes, right? So create you multiple inboxes, things like that, different IPs, warm them up, and then you could start to contact different businesses to see if they need your service, right? And this works for every niche, every business. So you could put this script on here and like go to sleep. Put it on a server, it'll run forever. You could further automate it, right? You could have this across multiple VPSs easily to scrape different emails and different businesses, things like that, right? So that's actually going to be a few things we'll be working on. So I'm gonna take a short break. We'll be back. Definitely do not go anywhere, because we'll be back with more of this. Stay tuned. Alright, so we are back. I've been just talking here while I'm muted. Alright, so we're back. Let me take a look here. We got a few emails still being scraped here. And this is out of the list of about 230 businesses. Alright. So we're literally just scraping along, pulling each of their websites. Those that can be found, you can see some of them aren't found, so they'll just return not found if it goes through each of the page. But a lot of them are actually pulling. Alright, so it's pulling one email here, 3 emails there, 3 emails here from this website. Alright, and it's literally just going along in the background, automated, completely automated, and it's just pulling each of their websites or emails. Right, then we'll be able to take those emails, and then we'll be able to actually go in and send each of those businesses an email starting a conversation to offer our services. Alright, so it's a few things I'm actually about to get done, set up here in the background, man. I'm gonna send out a new tweet also. I've been messing around with this Twitter. Twitter's dope. If you want to see kind of like the posts of things, right? If you know what to search, you can kind of see what's happening immediately, right? It seems like. Alright, let's see what we have here. I wonder, a lot of people are trying to see where AI is going, right? It's a new tool, it seems to be every week, right? A new tool, but if you get the kind of, it seems like for me, what I've been thinking of, the way I think about it, is if you get the kind of fundamentals down, they kind of can move to any tool, right? As long as you have an ideal, right? You kind of find out what can be done, and then you kind of implement it. Alright, so let's see here. Free trial. What is this? Okay, there we go. Alright, so let me see what the API was able to pull. See how much that cost so far. Cloud overview, I believe. Now this is pulling emails completely from each of the websites, completely free. Completely free. I'm gonna be actually putting together where I'm gonna be giving away this actual script. Alright, it's such a helpful script. Alright, let me see if I can find here. So right now it's literally just scraping and pulling websites and pulling emails from those websites. Alright, literally, and it's completely free. Right, this is completely free. This script is literally, you put a list of websites in there. Right, so I pulled different specific niche business websites. Alright, but it can be any websites. You put a list of websites in there, it'll actually go in and search through their different pages and find websites and start building a list completely free, which is super cool, man. Right? So that takes you from pretty much waiting for leads, and now you're starting a lead generator, right? So if you could start a lead generation system and do your other, it's not like it replaces anything, it's an addition, right? It adds on, and it's very specific, which is dope. So I'm gonna be putting this actual script. I'm gonna actually be putting together something for the community, man, to where this script will be included, to where you can go in there, put a list of businesses in there, and you'll be able to start getting these emails. You'll see right at the end, it's gonna literally compile us a complete list of business emails that this scraper is pretty much scraping. All right, so definitely be sure to check out the site. I'm gonna post it in the comments for you to definitely check out, because it's really worth doing, man. It's crazy how much you can do if you pretty much, it seems like now you just need to know what you want to do. All right, you just need to know what you want to do, how to direct it, right? And then you could actually start seeing, the power of it, right? And start simple, right? Literally start simple. A lot of people are trying to start these complex things, man, and you don't realize that a lot of what you do day to day could be simply coded in a way to where, right? It simply could be coded and you could pretty much do something else. You could literally be doing something else, right? Something more productive. And that's what I call an agent. Like, that's an agent. A Python script is literally an agent. This is literally a program that's going out there and pulling emails from websites right now without me doing anything. It's literally like me going to this website and I'm going through each of the pages and I'm finding 3 emails. Instead of me literally having to do that, this Python agent is literally doing this for me. And I can do it for any business. Alright. So I'm going to be giving this thing away actually. Right? Because I want to really, really see what people are doing with it, man. There's so much you could do. Like I said, I'm about to post it in the actual chat now. You could actually join the email list, right? Different tools that I come out with, I'm gonna let you know. All right. So all right. So let's take a look here. And it looks like here. And did it list it? There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna pin that to the top, but definitely you could definitely, because I'm gonna be giving this thing out for free. All right, because it's such a helpful tool, man. But it's literally look at it. Look, it's literally going through 250 businesses right now and pulling their emails. All right. So of course you take this list, right? Then you'll see once it ends. It looks like it ended. Let's see if we pulled it here. I'm gonna have to run it again. Google Plays. And it's actually a super crazy script, all right, to where you could do this. So we're gonna do it here. I'm gonna do it live here. And this script is literally going to go into each of the websites and pull the emails from the websites and compile that into a list. All right. So we have 2. Let me see here. So it'll look something like this. All right. Where to give me the websites, the business name, things like that, their website. And then we'll compile that into our, once we get the list, then we'll take that through verification. All right, you want to verify these emails, and then we'll take it to our email system. All right. And I used to always wonder, I used to be like, man, how do I get these emails? All right. How can I put my own system together to actually generate my own leads, our own system, right? How can I do that? And I started actually putting this thing together. Putting it together. Which is cool, man. So we're gonna run it right now. Let's actually run it. Let's run it. So we're gonna be running it on a SaaS software. Like we're pretty much looking for SaaS software companies, right, in our area. And this is who we're wanting to start to market to, right? SaaS software companies, they're really great, I'm thinking, right? They're great at building the software, but marketing is literally a whole nother damn mindset, right? It's another job, right? So they could build the software, but if they don't have the right users, if they're not getting the right companies to use their software and things like that, they're having a hard time to actually see, right, their hard work get used properly, right, by the proper audience. Then they need marketing, right? All right, so we just pretty much take that through our system here. This Python script is literally going to be going in and getting our emails here. So I'm gonna have two lists. I'm gonna have an emails found list, then this will be no emails found list. All right, and these will be the only inputs you'll have to change actually. All right, and like I said, I'll be giving this out for free. I'm putting together a whole. I want to put together something that I want. All right, so I'm actually putting together some scripts and some different prompts and things like that I use, and I'm gonna be giving that out for free. All right, definitely be sure to check out the link, man. I'm putting that together soon. All right, so we're gonna run this script. We're gonna run it. I want to do a few things because I've been having it pulled my first few lists, and it'll start scraping and everything, but then it's not giving me my proper. So I may have to redo the code somewhere. Somewhere the code is off. I'm gonna see if it'll work this time. I saved everything. And we pulling businesses using the Google Places. Alright, so it's like Google Maps. And we're pulling those different businesses by their niche, right, and location. So that lets us pretty much target, right? You could target the business that you want in your niche, and this literally works for pretty much any niche, really, honestly. All right, because even I've been thinking, like, even if it's a B2C company, right, there's somewhere along the lines where you could find a B2B company or a business that you can contact that could, put you in front of a consumer, right? So I'm playing around with a few of those as well. I have a few campaigns going where I'm messing around there. But it's a lot of fun to actually test these different things, different email campaigns, and start seeing how they're playing out. People start replying, and you're starting to start building out leads, and you're like, damn, this stuff is actually working. All right? it's actually working. All right? You don't have to sit there and wait for clients or wait for leads, wait for your ads to come on. You got to see what converts. You could actually go out there and reach out to your specific audience directly, right? And email is the best way, right? Email is literally one of the best ways, man. It's not going anywhere. You need email for everything that you do, all right? So we're gonna run this script here. Let's go here, biz email extractor, and this is the program. This is a Python script. I'm gonna be giving this out for free, like I mentioned. I'm putting together a real kind of like a basket of tools that I want, right? Stuff that I use actually that's helpful, right? And I'm gonna be giving that away for free. Definitely be sure to check the link in the bio or in the chat and join the list, join the community, man. And if you're building stuff, let us know, all right? Because I'm literally finding things to build every day. Every day is something to build. Let me see here. That didn't run. Let's see, Python. Oh, maybe I had it wrong here. Extractor that. Ah, there we go. V3. I didn't run the right version, did I? There we go. So this script literally will go through each of these business websites now, and it will pull their websites. And it'll go through their website like a crawler. It's like literally creating your own web crawler. And it'll go in there, crawl their website, and find their email. Of course, if it's allowed, as you can see the first one here, request failed. So they may have a blocker on their site, which is okay because we'll have another method. But this method gets a ton, right? So right now I'm running it on about a list of 250 targeted leads, right? These are literally targeted businesses that I'm actually reaching out to. And so while this program goes on, right, you just have this running. You could have it running on a VPS, right, or multiple VPSs, which is dope, right? Have it running and it'll just literally be pretty much building your lead list, right? And then how you start using it, and it's completely free. It's literally completely free. So I'm gonna be giving this out for free, alright? I'm gonna be giving this tool out for free. It's a crazy tool, very useful. Works anywhere, alright? Works anywhere for any niche. Alright, as you can see here, we've pulled our first 2 emails. So we're gonna see how many we pull here. Hopefully the script, I'm thinking if it compiles right. I was having some errors once it finishes here. But everything should be right. It was basically with this main section. But this works for any business. Any and every business. Alright? That's the way I'm thinking. Every business. Alright? And the way I'm thinking about it too, I mean, regardless, even if it is a business. Right? Say if you have somebody that's doing like a your kids football team, right? And you're looking for some sponsors even, right? You could literally run a campaign on specific businesses that would be most likely to do such a thing, right? Grants even, right? Or business grants, or you can use it for even your even for applying for jobs, really, right? Different businesses, say for instance, with these different software companies, right? If you have a portfolio of software that you have built, right, you could literally scrape a list of potential software companies that you may be wanting to buy, that you want to shop out your software, right? That's a great idea, actually. I may have to I might have to do that. All right, that's a hell of a great idea. But you shop out your software, right? And you could pretty much build these software. Now, what I'm really thinking of doing though is, as a matter of fact, I need to write that down. It's pretty much doing custom software basically for different businesses, right? You reach out to these businesses, see what they are needing specifically. Okay, you of course you have like your AI receptionists and things like that. But it's specific things they may need, right? Like a specific app, right? They may need to track their workers in some way, right? And different software that they could have built internally to where it could start reducing how much they're paying even, right? That's a hell of a, I have to, I gotta write that idea there. Specific apps, right? Apps or SaaS, right? It could be a SaaS or a website, but they need something specifically to do something, whether it's internally or however they operate, right? Or a site, and it's for funnels, of course. You can do funnels, sites, apps, specific SaaS for internal, for different businesses. Basically, you'll do this for different businesses, right? And what this thing is doing here is basically pulling all of these different businesses' emails, right? So say you get 200 emails, right? And worst case scenario, you get what? A 2% reply rate, right? Which is just, the worst case scenario, right? You get a 2% reply rate, and it may be worse than that, right? You get let's say 1% reply rate, right? You get 2 people to reply that actually want your service, want your business out of 200. And then that's 200 people that you get immediately on the first round, right? So you hit them with a different round, right? A different sequence, a different, you know, you can hit them from a different domain and come with a different angle. So it's so many different ways, you know, that you could actually play it, all right? So let me see here. So that'll be a specific app, site, or SaaS for different businesses. So for different businesses, for either internal or operation, you know, some type of operation where you could kind of make their operations either easier and cheaper, right? That's the whole goal, right? They pretty much have their own software, right? They're paying monthly for these different software, right? And you don't have to, all right? If you could build your own and do it that way, right? Build your own, which you can. All right, so specific software, internally operation is to save them money and time, right? To save them money and time. Yeah, that's a definitely great idea. So, oh, where you going? All right, so we're back here. So we're still pulling emails here. Like I said, this runs in the background, all right? This literally will run in the background. I like to run it at a slower rate, all right? I'll run it as a slower rate. It's pretty much an agent. It's literally an automated agent, right? It's like having a person going to each of these websites and looking for their email. And you don't have to. So like I said, I'm gonna be giving this out for free. Definitely be sure to join the list. I'm putting together like a free batch of tools and even like things that I use in like ChatGPT and Claude, different prompts that are hella helpful. Right? It's not gonna be just some random shit. It's gonna be stuff that I'm actually using right now. So this actual tool to be in there, as well as some other stuff. And then if you just now learning AI, right? I just say keep learning, right? Just try to use it, find something to use it on every day, right? And I would say don't get caught up in a kind of like the shiny object syndrome, right? Because there's so many damn tools out there that come. So find what you need, man. Find what you need, what you use, or what you could sell, right? Find a niche, find something, and then use that tool, right? So right now, let me see, we're still pulling emails. I think so far we had a few that weren't found here. Like here. And this is, like I mentioned, this is just one method of finding leads. It's just one method. One method, man. So it's like once I was starting to kind of I was tweaking it some, and I was finding that I was getting a lot of no finds, and then I kind of left it alone, right? And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, man, why the hell would you leave that alone, dude, when you're literally building out a list for free, all right, of legit business emails, all right? These are currently on their websites, all right? So much power in this stuff, man. And this is just a Python agent, all right? That's what I call it, a Python agent, all right? That's going out there building your email list. All right, so let me take a look here. Let's see what we are. I need to be putting out a tweet as well. There we go. Few more. I'm gonna be doing some other type of. It's just a lot of builds that I'm working on right now. Right now, I'm working on a insurance project, right, for an insurance client, and this is gonna be major, right? Taking leads from pretty much everywhere. So that's a big project. pretty fun too, man. Learning a lot, right? As always, I try to find somewhere to learn and just use what you're already using, right? So these emails are right now, they're being pulled, right? These are literally live, legit business emails, valid. All right, so we're gonna run them through our validation system, and then we're gonna schedule them out to be contacted. All right, and it's all for free. Let's see. And right now, still scraping, still pulling those emails, still pulling. And right now, we're actually pulling actual, I believe, B2B software companies, right? Different companies that's making software that actually sell to other businesses, right? Like I said, we do want to see that list actually compile. If not, I'm gonna have to actually tweak the code. But we do know it's actually finding email, so that's perfect. That's perfect. Let's see. So like I said, this script, once I get the bugs out, seems like, right? We're pretty much testing it live here for the first time, but it's pulling the emails. We know that for a fact. I've already been able to put together a few different lists. We actually deleted them here. Oh, well, here's one of them. This is one that I did previously. All right, this was for the insurance. But where we're pulling actual live, actual business emails. These aren't Gmail accounts. These aren't Yahoo accounts. You know, any kind of public. These are actual the business email, which is going to give you a higher success rate, right? Especially when you're reaching out to actual businesses. You're looking for somebody that's going to have money to pay for your service, or do whatever you're looking to do, right? These businesses even have. I'm putting together like a list as well, like of businesses that actually could get you to the actual customer, right, as well. Instead of you selling directly to the business, they can kind of introduce you to a flood of customers, right? So that's something that's going to be real cool as well. Let's see here. Few scripts I'm putting together as well, man. This video script is crazy, right? I'm gonna be probably gonna be putting that out as well. That's gonna be a real good one. That's a video, kind of like a video shorts maker. I mean, it's a real crazy idea. Let's see if I can find. And like I mentioned, before I release this all, it'll definitely be for sure working, right? And then I'll probably put like a video together of basically where we could actually show how it works, things like that. And then if you all even update it, right? If you come up with some crazy updates to it, man, definitely feel free to update it, right? To be even more powerful. So far we're still pulling away here. 3 emails, 1 email, 2 emails, things like that. Then this is where it'll hit the, like I mentioned, the sitemap, right? It hits the sitemap, then it's going to generate this, but it keeps going, right? First I had it to where it'll actually stop it, to crash the whole program. I had to do a few tweaks to where now to keep it going. So to keep pulling, keep going through that list of I believe 230, 35 or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting together like a list of prompts, a few scripts that I use, alright? Different tools that I actually use, alright? I'm gonna be putting that together. That'll be free. I want to start getting into the like the real estate niche as well. That's gonna be crazy, even for myself, right? Just to put up some funnels to find properties, because there's different ways you could do that as well. All right. But right now, what I'm seeing, the real bag is hitting these businesses, right? Hitting up different businesses, right? And then right now I'm thinking, I'm like, you're in business right now for yourself, right? So you yourself gonna need leads, right? How are you generating leads? This will definitely help you, all right? This will definitely help you generate leads, because it's really a two-part process, all right? We pull the businesses. Once we have we separate them out between a list of businesses with websites and ones that don't have websites, all right? And then we literally go into each of those websites and we start pulling their emails. How many emails they may have, right? We just literally have a little, it's like a crawler, and it's literally just going through here at a nice slow rate, all right? We don't want to go through too fast, because your IP started going bad, all right? So you could even set that up. That'll be probably the future where I'm setting that up, where you could put in probably some different proxies and stuff and scrape them even faster. That's where it's going to get crazy, right? That's where it's going to get real nice. But right now this is perfect, right? That's perfect, right? And that'll help. Like I said, we pulled 250 businesses right here, different software companies. And so right now we already have their name, their businesses, their phone numbers, which is definitely great already, right? That's already a lead, right? For calling, cold calling. And then now what I'm thinking too of doing is putting together like a campaign of hitting the businesses that don't have websites. That's gonna be crazy, right? Let me see. I think I deleted that actual deal too. But it was it'll create a file basically where to tell me this list doesn't have any kind of website, right? So right now this is our current list. This is our current list. And then right now, what we're doing now is literally going through each of these websites, and then we're pulling all of their emails. I'm gonna be giving this stuff out away for free, so definitely, like I mentioned, be sure to check the chat or the link in the bio. Join the email list, because once this thing is completed, I'm gonna be releasing it out to everybody for free. All right, it's gonna be completed for free. A few other tools I'm putting together too. All right, it's different tools that I use that I find that I really use. Right, I'm not putting together stuff that I don't use. It's like stuff that I actually legit say, damn, this some cool shit, right? This some cool stuff, man. Let's use it. All right, so I'm putting those things out. This angle of the bigger story is that cheap tools shift the bottleneck from access. Oh, hey man, I'm gonna find a way to let the I want to start having people to contact me on different stuff too, kind of like an AI news channel type of thing. Like, man, call in or chat in or something like that. Something more than the chat. As it grows, I'm gonna think about it. But I'm thinking that's gonna be pretty cool. Tweet or something like that. You could tweet in. I didn't even know they had tweet like live stuff on the damn Twitter now. On X, I should say. Yeah, so it's still pulling these different emails. So what we're gonna do after this is literally verify their emails. We'll send those through a verification, right? And then we will set them up in our email campaign. Now, if you need something like this done, definitely reach out to us. We do these campaigns for other businesses as well. So definitely reach out. But it's really cool, man. I mean, it's cool because it could help everybody. That's the way I look at it. I'm like, shit, if businesses aren't taking, it's more and more of them, finally starting to use AI, but you would be surprised how many businesses still aren't using any kind of AI, right? That's not using any, which is crazy. I mean, shit, not even ChatGPT, right? I mean, you gotta have heard of ChatGPT by now, and using it for more than, write me a damn email type of thing. All right, these things are so powerful that really you need another brain to kind of think of what to use this mug for. Honestly, we're not even scratching the surface of what this thing can do. All right, so your capability to prompt it needs to go up higher. All right, you need to be able to prompt. You need to know what to ask for. All right. Even how to learn, they're putting it in schools now, right? Schooling AI. So that's crazy. AI is in school now, man. It's literally in schools. And so if you could use AI to build your own business lead system, I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? You should. Or at least get somebody that knows how to, right? All right, so let me see here. All right. Yeah, I like this cat angle here. That was dope. And we're still pulling. I mean, we're getting a nice amount of emails, man. I mean, literally. From each of these targeted businesses. They're already targeted, right? We already know the type of business. We know the location, right? And then we're literally going into each of those websites and pulling their direct business email. Still pulling. We're still pulling those emails. And this is literally like an agent, right? It's an agent that is actually going into every website and is pulling each of the business emails, right? It's literally an AI agent, right? A Python script, right? An agent is just an automated thing that's doing something, right? It's either sending your emails, checking your emails, writing you something, creating a damn video or something for you, posting something, right? It may do a longer sequence of loops, right? So here we have two scripts, right? And then we could eventually chain them all into one kind of type of thing. But it's pulling the businesses, the specific location of the type of businesses, and then we're taking it into another script to pull the email. Which is dope, like I said. I mean, shit. Come on. It's not okay, so these two errors, I need to actually feed this in. So it's pulling and then it gets to the end of the list and it's not compiling my list, right? So I'm getting here some errors there at the end. So we're gonna be fixing that before, like I mentioned before, we put this thing out, but we're definitely going to be putting together a free pack of tools. Definitely stay tuned. Be sure to like, subscribe to the video, and if you haven't already, make sure you stay blessed. Y'all be blessed, man. Be back for the next one. I'll see y'all in the next one. We'll be updating everybody on that one.